What is going on, traders, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm glad to have you. On this channel, I go over key levels and catalysts that I'm focusing on, along with a watch list of stock tickers that I may trade. Now in this video, I'm going to be going over my watch list for the trading week of November 27th, 2023. Let's get to it. Alright, first up the catalyst. This week we get the Case-Shiller's Home Price Index on Tuesday, the Fed's Beige Book on Wednesday, and the Core PCE on Thursday. And lastly, I counted 8 Fed speakers this week, including Jerome Powell on Friday at 2 p.m. So if you're going to be in any trades on Friday, make sure you set an alarm for 2 o'clock, just in case Mr. Powell decides he wants to move the market, alright? Let's take a look at this week's earnings calendar. As you can see, we have a great set of decent sized tech companies reporting this week, so QQQ will be in focus. Now the ones I like the most are going to be Crowdstrike, Hewlett Packard Enterprises, Snowflake, Academy Sports, and our channel favorite, Dltr. Let's get started with the watch list. Alright, first up is going to be Crowdstrike, ticker symbol CRWD, and here I have it pulled up on the weekly time frame. Now the company reports earnings after the market closes on Tuesday, and right now the stock is sitting around $210. Now looking at this chart, you can see that it hasn't really consolidated much since it IPO'd. It was either going up or it was going down. But I do see this area right here. If I zoom in a little bit, you can see that it was consolidating for about 15 weeks before it broke out. So with the stock sitting around 210, in order for me to consider it bullish, it has to get above 212. If it does, then the first level I'm looking for it to test is going to be all the way up here around $235. Now on the bearish side, if Crowdstrike cannot get above 212, then the first level I'm looking for it to test is going to be around 196. If it can't hold that, 186. And if it can't hold that, all the way down to around $163. So keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. Up next is Splunk, ticker symbol SPLK, and here I have it pulled up on the weekly time frame. Now the company reports earnings after the market closes on Tuesday, and right now the stock is sitting around $152. Now this is going to be Splunk's first earnings report since Cisco acquired them back in September of this year for $28 billion or $157 a share. So first up, the bullish scenario, with the stock sitting around 152. In order for me to consider it bullish, it has to hold 150-150, because if you look left, 150-150 has been a very strong resistance for this stock. So in order for Splunk to be bullish, it has to stay above that, and this needs to become support. If it can hold 150-150, then the first level I'm looking for at the test is going to be around 162. If it gets above that, 171. Now on the bearish side, if Splunk cannot hold 150-150, then the first level I'm looking for at the test is going to be around $144.50. If it can't hold that, then I'm looking for it to fill this weekly imbalance right here, all the way down to around $126. So keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. Up next is Dltr, ticker symbol DLTR, and here I have it pulled up on the weekly time frame. Now the company reports earnings before the market opens on Wednesday, and right now the stock is sitting around $117.50. Now Dltr's last earnings was pretty rough. The stock price dropped from $154 all the way down to around $103 before it found support. Now since then, it's been trying to creep its way back up again, but it has not been able to close above $120.50. So in order for me to consider it bullish, it has to get above $120.50. If it does, then the first level I'm looking for at the test is going to be around 125. If it gets above that, 129. Now on the bearish side, if Dltr cannot get above $120.50, then I'm looking for it to drop all the way down to around 109. If it can't hold that, 103. So keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. Up next is Academy Sports, ticker symbol ASO, and here I have it pulled up on the weekly time frame. Now the company reports earnings before the market opens on Thursday, and right now the stock is sitting around $50. Now looking at this chart here, you can see $47 back in June acted as support, and then it became resistance, and now it's acting as support again. So with the stock sitting around $50, in order for me to consider it bullish, it has to stay above $47. If it does, then the first level I'm looking for at the test is going to be around $51.50. If it gets above that, it could run all the way up to around $59. Now on the bearish side, if Academy Sports cannot hold 47, then the first level I'm looking for to test is going to be around $42.50. If you look left, you can see this was also resistance that became support. Now if it can't hold 42.50, then it can drop all the way down to around $38.50. So keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. All right, and the last one we're going to look at today is Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, and here I have it zoomed in on the 4-hour time frame. Now Tesla's price action has been pretty choppy lately, and the way it's been moving, it's not something that I'd normally be interested in playing. The only reason it's on the watch list this week is because they have an event. On Thursday, November 30th, Tesla is scheduled to start delivering Cybertrucks to their customers. Now my question is, will the hype for the Cybertruck make the stock run, or will this turn into a sell the news event on Thursday? Either way, it should be a nice play. Now with the stock sitting around $235.50, in order for me to consider it bullish, it has to stay above $235. If it does, then the first level I'm looking for it to test is going to be around $247.50. If it gets above that, $250. If it gets above that, $260. Now on the bearish side, if Tesla cannot hold 235, then I'm looking for it to drop down to around 220. If it can't hold that, all the way down to around 206. So keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. And that is the end of the video. If you find value in the videos that I publish, smash that like button and please consider subscribing to the channel. Also, if you're looking to get started with investing, check out the pinned comment in this video for a link to Webull where you can get up to 12 free stocks for signing up and depositing just 1 penny. Now here's wishing you a prosperous week of trading, and until next week, talk to you later.